Oh man, what's going on Friday, April 17th, and I'm getting ready to do a little prep on the frame here so I can put some rust reformer on this. Some of these spots right here I need to blast off because they were just paint chunks that were building up, and I've already hit this just for a little tester spot. I picked this up. It's a small media blaster you can get at Harbor Freight for like 29 bucks, and the bags of media, which is crushed glass, 100% recycled bottled glass. Right here shoots out of there at 90 psi, and I need to I can't get an angle grinder in some of these spots, and Cab Over Gary was telling me about this for small touch-up spots on the frame, so that is what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to pressure wash the truck because I'd like to touch that up. I haven't washed the truck since this thing has been back from Ringgold, Georgia, so I'm gonna do that stuff real quick. I'll try to time lapse it or do it on camera, but you're going to hear probably the compressor, so I may speed it up, but yeah, I'll show you how this little thing works once I get you hooked up and some gear on, because I've got to wear gloves, I've got to wear face shield, button all this stuff up and go to it. It's a good thing I've got long arms and one hell of a stretch that I can stand back and do that. I've got muck boots on and pants. I was out here with a cutoff and shorts just to test it out, see if I liked it or not, or if it would work even. So, and I thought some of the stuff was going on. There's not that much wind, so I should be fine. So we'll see what happens, and you'll get to watch it. On the show, on the Chad Keegan YouTube channel. All right, I'm done. That was probably about an hour's worth. Well, I think it did okay. I mean, there's still a little bit of stuff, but for what I wanted it for, I think it did all right. Some of that stuff turned silver. Some of that stuff just wouldn't turn, but I mean, that's a fifth wheel plate anyways. I'm more concerned about this stuff, this area. Fuck, I missed a spot. I'm gonna have to scrape that one down and just deal with it, because I put everything else up. It does wonders on cast though, with you know, a little bit of the corrosion. The corrosion come right off. Yeah, nice. Some of those spots turned out not too shabby. You know, like those. Bam. That was amazing on those spots. Bam. So, not too bad. I'd use it again. I went through about 2 1/4 bags. So just spraying those spots because I went over a couple times. But other than that, I'm going to throw some of this rust reformer on here. Well, no, I'm going to go take a quick shower. I would highly advise getting a mask and doing all that kind of stuff, because everywhere where I was sweating, I had it all over my wrists and whatnot. But I mean, I'm not breaking out or anything. I do have some of my hair from wearing a hat like this. Not the smartest thing in the world to do, Chad, but it's what it is. I think that was pretty good. So I'll pressure wash the thing, dry it off, and then blast it with some of that reformer and see, and go from there, and then paint my frame sparkle buggy like it was before with a little bit of touch up. All right, got the truck all washed up. Still got a little bit of water in there. Shot the frame with some of that stuff. So I'm gonna let that sit there and dry for a little bit. It is currently 78 degrees here in Northwest Ohio. So figured I'd take advantage of that. If you know what I mean. Give me a little run right there. Oh well. Oh well. Yeah, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Still some stuff that's not really bothersome up on the top there, but I get that with a regular can. You know, big deal. The yard, this is insane. Judas Priest.
Don't do it.
We did. Oh man, Thirsty Thursday, and what have we been having? And these storms are going crazy. And it's about 11 o'clock. I'm going to take the bike and go down to the dam and see what kind of mess is down there, and try to slide off in the trail and look for some mushrooms, because I highly doubt anybody's going to be back there, but we're going to see here in a minute. Well, oddly enough, the water isn't too high over the dam there, so I should be able to make it all the way back with no problems. I guess we'll see. All right, well, I made it back here. Not too bad, to be honest with you. Doesn't look like anybody's been back here because I don't see any tracks or anything like that. So I'm gonna turn you off and I'm gonna start looking, and if I find anything, I'll bring you back. I gotta change my glasses out anyway. So well, I'm back here. Didn't have no problems getting through, like I said. Just standing some ramps, found the first one of the day and realized I forgot my little knife. So yeah, let's see if I can get you down on that. Right there. See it? Right there. It's a pretty decent one, so I'll pinch it off with my fingers. And then leave that stem. That's a good one right there, boys and girls. That's a good one. Get a little cell phone clip there. And yeah, did remember, like somebody's back here and turned around right here. Some kind of machine. Oh yeah, I forgot this is on the bike. So look what we got. I had realized my knife wasn't in my pocket when I'd found that first one. So that is what is up. I do have this, so I'm gonna go check my areas because I already seen a couple. Already seen a couple. And I was cruising on a bike and I figured I'll just walk back and get them. You know what I mean? Oh, here's one right there, Mike. Look at it. There is another somewhere over here I'd seen. Right there. Look at it. That's what I'm talking about. See if I see any more. I'm gonna walk up and down through here. I'm gonna cut these two real quick and then walk up and down through here and check the area. You know what I mean? So that's what I usually do. Spotted that off the trail. And then I spotted that one. And then I spotted that one. And then once I got down here, I spotted that one, but I missed that one. So there you go. This is a nice little cluster right there for your boy, early morning or early season shroom hunt. A little spider web there on you. Oh no. I want to clean you off. So yeah, that's what's up, baby. That is what is up. Glad these had some time to grow and I didn't just pull them the other day. Probably might have been out here the other day, but they look fresh. That one I know has been because it's knocked off, but who knows, maybe something came through and knocked it off. But I'll be back if I see any more. I just popped off and look at these down on the hillside right here. there was one right over there that I had seen, and then I had seen that one right there, and then I'd seen that one, and there's a couple more over here I need to get. There's a big one right there. There's more up there. Yeah, this is the cluster I was waiting for. You got a slow moving vehicle right there in the path. Found those, found a couple more, didn't find any much more after that. And it was just coming along, just spun around, got off, went back over there to look because I see a bunch of mayaples. The next thing you know, turn around, start taking off, and this guy's sitting there. And I went, whoo, after I locked him up, because if anybody knows me, knows I hate snakes. And yeah, he's moving though. Come on, get with it. Get with the program, son. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, water snake. Not poisonous, not dangerous, not nothing. It's enough to get me wigged out, if you know what I mean. Come on, go on over, bud. Go and get you in the river. I don't know if you guys can see this on the camera because he's right in the shadow almost, but all right, I'm going home. I'm chalking. I'm getting out of here. I'm leaving that dude go, and I'm gone. And I'm back at the house, and we got 30. That's what we got from the count, so. Yeah, found a couple rogue ones. Other than that, that patch was the spot, so keep my eyes out for things like that. And a couple more of these decent sized ones that taste like Parmesan cheese. We ate them the other night. I haven't said anything since we ate them. You remember that, baby, when we ate them? That. We came home, we looked them up. They are half-free morels. They taste like Parmesan cheese. Just fried them in butter, right? Yep. And put them on some burgers. We were popping them in our mouths, eating them by, you know, the thing. They taste like Parmesan cheese. They're not bad. Mm-hmm. First time I've ever found those, but these are popping now, so these are what I'm really looking for. And these are going to go in this big bowl right here, and we're going to soak them, and then we're going to bag them, and then we're going to eat them. So, bam. That's what's up. Say bye. Oh man, what is up, and happy Taco Tuesday. And I'm gonna spin you around really quick. I just found a cluster of babies. I was down the trail on the bike, and I'd found some of those weird ones that I had popped the tops off of yesterday. And then I figured I'll go walking, and I was walking because there's no way I'd have seen these on the bike. There's no way, absolutely no way. So I'm gonna spin you around real quick because I have the GoPro right next to where they're at. Because I just took a picture and sent it off to my wife, so I'm gonna pick you up and show you how big these are. Look at the size of that. Look at the size of that. There's my phone right next to it. There's another one right there. These must have just popped because it did rain last night, so I figured there might be something out here. Didn't realize they were gonna be this small, but did go to the well this morning, didn't see anything there. Hit up all the normal spots. I found one that I think I had left yesterday that was knocked over. So I've got those two in the bag right now, and I'm getting ready to pull these. I doubt they'll get any bigger, who knows. I'll probably move a bunch of stuff around here to see if I can't see any more. Usually don't. Usually just let stuff go. So, well, there's another one right there. Okay, so I did find a little patch here. This is what I'm talking about. Let me clear some things out, and I'll show you exactly how many there are once I find them all, if you know what I mean. There's a lady that's walking too that I had stopped and chatted with, and I showed her the one that I said, there's that one right there that I'd missed yesterday. So when she comes back by, if I'm still in this area, then I'll make sure to show her, because she was on the phone with her husband and he was telling her to look for them, and I showed her and she's like, there's no way I'd be able to see it that small. I said, they're extremely hard to see when they're this small. So it's still early in the season, but let me see what all I can find here. This could be a little patch of beauty, if you know what I mean. Well, just got done scouting the area. These are all I found though. There's that one right here, that little baby. There's a knife. That's how small that is. And then that little guy, that one, and that one. So there's a little cluster of 4 here that I've found, and that's all I'm seeing. I'm not moving leaves away. I'd rather leave these leaves go and hope more come up, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to cut these and we'll move back down here where I've got some of those other short stem ones. Half free morels is what I've seen on the internet. I'll take a picture of them and post it, or I'll do it on video so you can see what I'm talking about in a minute. Okay, so I'm cruising on a bike and I see this, I see that one, and then I see that one right there. That is a bigger one. So let me get my phone out here real quick, the old smartphone. That's my wife. Google. Let's take a picture of this right here, that little guy. See that? Boom, you just take that with your Google lens and you get, image appears to show a false morel mushroom, likely, oh goodness, false morels can be deadly poisonous raw and generally not recommended for consumption due to presence of toxins. Wow. Let's click on this one. Are these mushrooms edible? Visit. No, I don't see where it comes up. I didn't see it. That is not on Facebook. Let's go back to Google. Click out of that. Well, that is not what I Googled the last one, and it didn't say that, so I don't know. I'm gonna take a picture of this one over here and see what happens. Get out of here. Let's see what that one says. Giant pill me. Verpa. Yeah, this is a Verpa is what I was reading earlier too. Which when I was reading them, it didn't say they were deadly. So, this is poisonous. Like Verpa bohemic. Identifying poisonous mushrooms. Thimble cap. Unlike morels, the cap in Verpa bohemic is attracted to the top. The stem side cap hanging freely. Skirt. The cap is wrinkled. Lobe surface can be pale yellow brown. These mushrooms are poisonous. Huh. Well then, guess I won't be picking these no more, and I'll get those out of the one that I had yesterday. So we'll see what's going on here. Poisonous. Don't want to beat no poisonous. Edible, but only once. Then someone says not poisonous. 47 weeks ago though. Oh, it was a Canadian post. I don't know. I'm picking them anyways. Either way, there's 1, 2, 3. And you know all those ones I found yesterday, so
some finding stuff, I guess. I'll be back.
Okay, so in that same vicinity, I had discovered there was a couple more sitting here, because there was that one right there. There was one right there. That one right there. There was one back here, and there was a couple more down there. Either way, I just took a picture of that one and Googled it, and it says it is a, based on the picture, on the image, the item appears to be a half-free morel mushroom. Morchella punchitis, whatever. So, I do not believe these are poisonous. Let's click on this little link. And, come on, scan up. For some reason it won't. So this is basically those ones that grow up. These stems just aren't very big yet. I guess I'm getting them before. Skirt-like cap is attached to stem only at the top half, leaving the lower half free. Appearance cap is pitted in. Mushroom is typically hollow inside. These mushrooms are commonly found in shaded forest ravines near dead trees such as elms and cottonwood, generally fruiting mid-April through May. Never eat wild mushrooms unless they are 100% certain it may be mushrooms. Many mushrooms have poisonous lookalikes. So yeah, I guess the great debate is, I don't think this is poisonous. But we'll see. I'll have to watch this one on YouTube and see what it says. Let's see what this one says. Visit. Yeah, I'm doing research out here because this is the first time I've ever found these. I've never found these before like this, so that's why I'm checking them out. You know, I'll do this reading off camera. But I'll be back if I see any more. I'm excited about that little cluster of those grays that were nice, so you know, we'll just keep on going. I've been in the same spot for at least 25 minutes, if that, just looking around here, digging down there. But it's what it is. Time to move on. Well, I was just cruising along on the bike there, and I seen something out of the corner of my eye, different texture. So I stopped the bike and I grabbed some more of those little half morels. And then I was looking and I seen one over back farther, because I had just been finding them. There's one right there. I had just been finding them on the trail, but then there's one right there, and this is off the trail. Nice little stem. Look at that little stem. I got my bag over there because I had seen another one back. Oh, look at that right there in the dirt. Look at that one right there. I don't know if it's gonna fall if I don't pull it out. Okay, got him. I got him. I just pulled him out. There's, nope, that's not one. That is not one, but there is more over here. Back where the bag is at. And there's one right there. That's the first one I'd seen off the trail when I was back here. When I was actually up front. Cut into the dirt and pull the whole wad out. Didn't mean to, it's just something that happened. Here's a nice one right there. Look at the size of that. Yeah. There is another one right there, and then there's one right there, and then there's one up there where the knife is, and I don't see any more any farther down, but oh, there's one right there too where the knife is. So nice little cluster. Nice to find stuff off the trail, even though it's not the ones I want. It's still some. Quick trip, and
Can you start over?
Why?
So I'm not in this.
Sure. Yeah, look how cool this looks.
Okay,
Look how cool that looks.
It's cool practice, but I'm not a sit back.
Hi. Oh shit.
Send out.
Help.
Here, bud, I've seen
Come on, ain't there?